I bet you know how much money is in your bank account because you can check online. But what about your biggest asset? I'm not talking about your 401k. I'm not talking about your stock market portfolio. I'm talking about your house. Chances are you have more money in equity in your house than almost any other single place. And if you don't know how much is in there, maybe you're missing out. So today I want to present kind of what you get from the back end inside of a service that I'm offering called Homebot. This is something that I pay for. It's free to homeowners to use. So if you'd like to register, I'll put a link to that in the show notes down below. But take a look at what you get and make sure you register. This will come to you in an email periodically. You can see how the value of your home is changing, how your loan is getting paid down, what your home would rent for as an investment property, and really have finally a great automated means to track what is going on in the market and how it affects your savings account that looks like your house. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Hi, welcome to HomeBot. I want to share with you what I am paying to send you every month so that you can see what you're getting in the emails. They're coming to you absolutely for free as a service to local homeowners. Obviously, I'm a Seattle area real estate agent, so I want you to be informed. Education is something that's so important to me, and I want you to be educated about what's going on in your home. And I want to show you a little bit about how this can help you. So the first module that we have here talks about the value of your home, and you can see it going up and down over time, hopefully mostly up. This was when we had very low interest rate environment there. And you can also adjust this. So if you say, hey, they don't know, I have a better idea, my neighbor's home just sold, you can actually change this and tune it up to be what you think is a more accurate reflection. Maybe you had an appraisal or something like that. So this talks a little bit more about the entire zip code, what's going on in the area, and whether it's a seller's market or a buyer's market, which is great for you to know, especially if you're thinking about selling your home, maybe planning the timing for that. What's going to be the right time for you to sell? We also have here information about your loan. So this is pulled from public records. It may be inaccurate, in which case you want to give it an update, but you could adjust your interest rate, your initial balance, things like that. And this number is showing you how much equity you have. This is like your bank, your savings account here, showing you if you sold your home, this is the net worth that you could expect to pull out of it. And so that's really exciting to watch that go up over time. And if you, again, are planning to move, or if you're thinking about maybe doing a HELOC or refinancing to access some of that equity, that gives you an idea of what's going on there. Now, if you're, again, trying to decide about a sale, this can give you some great preliminary information about what's going on in the market, how much additional home you might be able to buy, and what you could use that equity for. We have a nice pie chart talking about how much of your home has been paid down. And so that's very exciting to see that getting kind of changing over time, feeling like you're making progress. If you want to pay down your loan early, I don't really recommend it. Interest rates have been so low. If you have a low interest rate, like 3 or 4 or 5%, something like that, then you probably can get better returns by investing that in a money market fund or a CD or a treasury bond right now. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend paying it down early, but some people really like that extra security that comes from doing that. So now you can kind of track how that's coming along here and how much extra you could get if you were doing a loan pay down acceleration program. Now, I know with the interest rates having been so low that a lot of us already refinanced and got into a nice low fixed rate loan. But if you're planning to move or you're wanting to buy, that might change in the future. So you can look at what some of the rates are for different other loan programs. You can get an idea of what's going on in the future and how you could get into another home if you wanted to. If you have any questions, you can feel free to message me. This goes right to me. I usually get a email, and that's just going to tell me that you've got a question, and we can reach out and connect and talk about that. This talks about some different ways to improve your financial situation, if you wanted to add space, if you wanted to make home improvements, if you wanted to add solar panels, kind of what that might do as far as the cost and the return on investments with that. You'll also see here my lending partner, which is the Scobie team. Cindy Scobie and Paul Scobie are great people. They have been in business for years and years, and they're very helpful and knowledgeable. So if you have any lending questions, maybe you want to do a HELOC and do some of these projects, you can take a look at that. Now, last but not least, this is kind of the rental information. So if you have ever thought about renting out a room in your house, or maybe going to Europe for a sabbatical for 3 months and doing an Airbnb, or maybe you just want to buy another property altogether that's an investment, maybe your neighbor's house that's for sale. So this is going to give you an idea of what you might be able to earn if you did have, in this case, this sample property here would make the most money in July. Typically, we have more Seattle visitors in the summer when the weather is nice, but you can see that it does well in December and January as well. Apparently no one wants to come in February. I can't figure out why. But you can also kind of see what that might adjust for depending on what was going on, how much money you would make. So that's a lot of fun. I actually have a property that I bought to be an Airbnb, and I have other long-term rental properties. So that's always there for you to chat with me, pick my brain with a successful investor, and sort of see what your options might look like there. If you know anyone for whom this might be a great tool, like someone who owns other property, rental property, someone who's thinking about buying or selling, I would so appreciate your sharing the Homebot with them. And in the meantime, if you have any questions for me, you're always welcome to reach out. Again, it's Emily Cressey. Welcome to Homebot. Enjoy it, and make sure you click on those emails and take a look around, because the numbers are always changing and it tends to be a lot of fun.